Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman here with the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network, and we've got a ball game. Yes, we do. We've got a ball game here in our 1969 replay. It is September 10 in our 1969 replay. And we have the Minnesota Twins at the Chicago White Sox. The first of a two-game series, and we have two southpaws on the mound. Tom Hall from Minnesota, he has won 9. And Tommy John for the White Sox, he has won 11. And I will be back in a few minutes with the starting lineups. Oh, wow. And Kathy Harden has arrived. Well, this might not be a snoozer, Kathy Harden notes. I am drinking coffee, so anything to keep me up from snoozing will work for me. And I'm gonna have the starting lineups in just a couple of minutes here. Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman here in Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we have a ball game, and I'm going to go over the starting lineups here in just a couple minutes here. We're so glad to have you with us. The X-Post is up, and it looks good to me. Yeah, It's up and it's good, yeah. I haven't posted one of these in a while on X. And let's go through our opening lineups for the Minnesota Twins. Leading off and playing center field is Cesar Tovar. Batting second and playing second base, Rod Carew. Batting third at first, Harmon Killebrew. The cleanup hitter in right field, Tony Oliva. Batting fifth and playing left field, Bob Allison. Batting sixth and playing third base, Rick Rennick. Batting seventh at shortstop, Leo Cardenas. Batting eighth and catching, Tom Tyszynski. And pitching and batting ninth, left-hander Tom Hall, with 9 wins on the season. For the Chicago White Sox, leading off and playing right field, Walt Williams. And we have a warm-up coming. Oh, we got a warm-up coming from Kathy Harden. And thank you for the repost, Kathy Harden. Batting second and playing shortstop, Louis Aparicio. Batting third at first, Ron Hansen. Batting fourth at third base, Bill Melton. Batting fifth and catching, Don Pavletich. Batting sixth in left field, Bob Christian. Batting seventh at second base, Bobby Knopp. Batting eighth in center field, Ken Berry. And pitching, left-hander Tommy John, with 11 wins on the season. And there are our lineups for our ball game. And now get ready for it. Kathy Harden with a warm-up here to get us going on this morning, a beautiful morning for a game of Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. Wait for it now. Damn it, Janet. I said... This movie came out in 1974. Just a sweet. From transsexual Transylvania. And it's a good warm-up. Boy, was she pretty in that. Janet, I love Janet. Lord. Yowza. I'm just a sweet. How you do, ma? See you met my handyman. There's a light over at the Frankenstein place. There's a light burning in the fireplace. There's a light in the darkness of everybody's life. That may be my favorite song. There's a light. Here's a little one to follow the warm-up, Kathy Harden. What was playing on the radio when Janet and I forgot his name were riding in the rain in the car? What was playing in the background in the radio when Janet and whatever his name was were riding in the car, in the rain? We have about 8 minutes till the first pitch, folks. It was Nixon's resignation speech. America needs a full-time president. What a shameful legacy that is. You know, you look at a Nixon who ran and almost beat Kennedy. Maybe did beat Kennedy. I was looking at some YouTubes yesterday of the Watergate scandal, and just what a legacy for him to, you know, he's dead and gone. What a friggin' legacy. Folks, Jeffrey Guterman here, and I am in Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I do a 1969 replay. We'd like you to subscribe, like the broadcast, and follow our replay. We are in September 10 of 1969. And let's take a look at our standings as we wait for the Chicago White Sox to take the field. In the National League, that's where the races are. Cards are 3.5 behind Pittsburgh, as you can see. And Atlanta has a 5-game lead over the Giants. And there we go. We got Rhodes Scholar for the Chi Sox. We have a Rhodes Scholar for the Chi Sox. Indeed we do. It's interesting. Philly has been in last place for most of the year, but they're catching up on Montreal, 2 games behind. Cubs and the Mets tied for third. In the East, it's all wrapped up. Minnesota, let me see if they've clinched yet. 90, 130, 140. They have 22 games, not quite. 90, 130, 140. They have not quite clinched it. It's wrapped up. What's interesting to note is Boston and Detroit are battling it out for second place. Seattle has passed Kansas City. They have a 2-game lead over the Royals, and Seattle now only 6.5 behind the Chicago White Sox. We expect the White Sox to take the field in about 4 minutes. Kathy Harden for the Twins. We have 2 Tommies pitching. We have Tom Hall for the Twins, a left-hander, and Tom John, or Tommy John, for the White Sox. I'm going to go use the lavatory if you don't mind. Then I'm going to refresh my coffee, and then I think we'll start this ball game. Stand by, please. Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Goodham, and we've got another beautiful morning here for a game of Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. It's the Twins at the White Sox. Twins have won 98 games. And this is the first of a 2-game series. And the White Sox take the field. There's Tommy John on the mound. Catching him is Pavlitic. Setting up the defense, Hansen at first, Knopp at second, Melton at third, Aparicio at short, outfield left to right, Christian, Berry, and Williams. And leading it off is Cesar Tovar. Two left-handers, Tommy John on the mound. First question is the top of the second, folks. Wait for it now. Here's John. He's ready. The windup and the pitch to Tovar. That is a 3-8 left-handed fly ball center. And that's playable by Ken Berry. He makes the catch, and it's 1 out. And we are underway. Now here's Rod Carew, rust-free, as far as I can tell. Okay, Tommy John. He gets the sign and the pitch to Carew. That's 1-9, and he struck him out. 2 down for Harmon Killebrew. Just underway here at Comiskey. That is good coffee. No doubt about it. John into his windup. Here's the pitch to Harmon. And that's a 1-5. Walked him. So Harmon takes first. It's easy to walk him. Not easy to pitch to him. So Killebrew is on. And here's Tony Oliva. This will be lefty-lefty. John from the stretch. And the pitch to Oliva. That is 4-9, left-handed. There's a base hit up the middle for Oliva. Killebrew rounding second will hold. He's a 1-8, 1-10. And with Berry. So with 2 outs, Killebrew was walked. Tony with the single. And now Bob Allison comes up in a clutch situation. Here's John now, trying to get out of this. The pitch to Allison. That is 2-7 left-handed, and that is a fly to center. Running for it is Ken Berry, and he makes the catch. A nice catch by Berry out in center on a 2-8 left-handed. And the side is retired. So it's no runs for the Minnesota Twins in the top of the first. 1 hit, a walk, and both left on. We've gone a half. It's Minnesota nothing. Chicago coming up to bat. When I said I was going to use the lavatory before, I didn't. So I am going to do so now. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Oh, I remember Ken Berry. Yeah, I remember Ken Berry on F Troop and other things too. A lot of Disney programs. We're heading to the bottom of the first. Tom Hall taking his warm-ups. Tashinsky is catching him. That's a Tom Tashinsky Tom battery. Setting up the Twins defensively. Killebrew at first, Carew at second, Cardenas at short, Rennick at third. Outfield left to right, Bob Allison, Cesar Tovar, Antonio Oliva. And leading it off is Walt Williams. Hall is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Williams. That is 1-5 left-handed, and that's a drive hit out into the gap. Into left center. It's going to drop, and it's going to be a double for Walt Williams to lead it off. Here's Louis Aparicio now. Williams with a leadoff double. Hall from the stretch. And the pitch to Aparicio. That's 2-9 left-handed, fly ball left field. Under that is Allison. He makes the catch. Williams holds at second base. One down for Ron Hansen. Here's the pitch from Hall. That's 2-9 left-handed, a fly to left. And Allison again makes the catch, 2 outs. And Bill Melton in a clutch situation. Big hand for Bill Melton. Okay, Hall is ready. From the stretch and the pitch to Melton. That's 4-8, right-handed, popped it up to short. Cardenas under it, and he makes the catch on the side. Is retired. No runs. The leadoff double by Williams, he was left on. We've gone 1. It's a scoreless ball game here. Now please wait for it, folks. Wait for it. Plants have been known to grow faster and better with music playing. Which genre do they seem to prefer? Rock, classical, or jazz? Plants have been known to grow faster and better with music playing. Which genre do they seem to prefer? Rock, classical, or jazz? Rhodes Scholar says rock. I got it. I'm having a good day. Good question. And I love all those genres. I love classical. Another great question from Kathy Harden. We're heading to the top of the second. No score here. Minnesota at the White Sox, first of a two, and Tommy John takes the mound, taking his warm-ups. It's going to be Rick Rennick to lead it off. John put 2 on in the first and left them. Here's the windup and the pitch to Rennick. That is 5-7 right-handed, and he struck him out. That's the second strikeout for Tommy. The next question, top of the 4th. I can't wait. I love it. Folks, those questions are like nourishment for me. Here's Leo Cardenas. Here's John now. The pitch to Cardenas. That's a 2-11 left-handed. That's going to be ballpark. Right-handed. 17 in Chicago. Right-handed, and that's going to be a liner to short. Caught by Aparicio. 2 outs. And now here's Tom Tuschinski. So Tommy facing Tom with 2 outs, top of the 2nd, no score. John gets the sign from Pavlitic. The windup and the pitch to Tuschinski. And that's 3-10 left-handed, chops it to 2nd. Knopp fields it and throws it over to Hansen. And the side is retired. There's a 1-2-3 for Tommy John. We're in the middle of the 2nd, still scoreless. And the Twins take the field here. Hall on the mound. Leading it off will be Don Pavlitic for the Chicago White Sox. Pavlitic steps into the batter's box. Here's Hall. The windup and the pitch. 2-3 left-handed. There's a ballpark. That one might go through. I think it will. It's a 9. And we looked at it before. He is a right-hander. It is a base hit. So Pavlitic opens up with a single. And Bob Christian is the batter. All from the stretch now. And the pitch to Christian. That's fouled back and out of play. Pavlitic with a short lead off first. Okay, Hall from the stretch now, from the stretch. And the pitch to Christian. That is a 1-2 left-handed, and he walked him. So the Chi Sox have first and second with nobody out. And Bobby Knopp is the batter here. That's swing and strike to Knopp. 0-1. Twins 2 games away from that magic 100 win mark. Here's Hall. And the pitch to Knopp. That is a 4-7 left-handed, and he struck him out. That's 1 down. Big strikeout for Hall with first and second, no outs. And here comes Ken Berry. Fouled back by Berry. Nice catch by a fan. Tommy John in the on-deck circle. It's 1 out, first and second. No score here, bottom of the second. Chi Sox batting. Here's Hall now. And the pitch. That's a 3-4 left-handed. Fly ball to right field. Playable by Oliva. And it's 2 outs. And here's Tommy John, his first plate appearance today. Tommy is a 1 WR. Ball looks in now. And the pitch to John. Whoa! That's a re-roll because it did not go through the tower. Lord. Let's try it again here. The pitch from Hall. That's 6-11 right-handed. That's ballpark. I don't think that's good. I think he's going to stop that. 6-11 right-handed with a 14. And it is a liner to short caught by Cardenas. And the side is retired. So the Chi Sox have had first and second, no outs, and stranded by Hall. We've gone 2 innings. And it's a scoreless ball game. That's the way I like it, folks. That's the way I like it. Here's Tommy John. Next question coming up top of the 4th. Leading it off for the Twins will be Tom Hall, the pitcher. He's a 3 WL. Okay, John is ready. Here's the pitch to Hall. That's 2-8, and he struck him out. That's the 3rd for Tommy. 1 down. And here's Cesar Tovar. Flew to center in the 1st. Just chopped foul down the third base line. That's outside for a ball, 1-1. On Tovar with 1 out, nobody on, top of the 3rd. It's no score. That's a 411 right-handed fly ball left X, first X of the ball game. That's Christian, a 414, going back to get that. That's an 8-4. It's going to be an S2. 478. Christian, 14. And that will go through for a base hit for Tovar. A one-out single. Now watch Tovar. He's a double-A. 1-17 being held. He had 45 stolen. And Rod Carew is the batter. 1-17 for Tovar off Pavlitic. And here's the pitch from John to Carew. There he goes. Tovar is safe, just barely. Cesar Tovar swipes second. He's in scoring position now. Now Rodney runs free here with one out and Tovar in scoring position. And it's a swinging strike by Carew. Carew struck out in the first. Low for a ball to Carew, evens the count 1-1. And that's outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike on Rodney. With Tovar on second, 1 out. And the pitch. That is 4-8 left-handed. It's a base hit for Rodney. Tovar scores from second. And the Twins take a 1-0 lead. Now Carew on first. He's a beast dealer. He's going to be 1-12 with Killebrew coming up. Oh, let's see if he's held. I'm sorry. What am I thinking? He's not being held. He's a 1-15. And here's Killebrew. Rodney with a short lead off first, 1 out, 1 in, 1-0 Twins here. Here's the pitch from John. That's 6-5 right-handed, grounds it to short X for Aparicio. 222. 16-2. G1, E22, 6-9-10. That's going to be a clean G1 with a runner on first. That might be a double play. It is. It's going to be Aparicio to Canop. Over to Hansen to end the inning with a double play. But 1 run on 2 hits, a stolen base, and none left on. After 2.5, it's 1-0 Minnesota. Look for our next question after this bottom of the third. Here's Tom Hall now. He put runners on, lead runner in the first with a double on by Williams, then first and second. In the second with no outs, got out of it. Top of the order now, Walt Williams is the batter. That's outside for a ball. Here's Hall now. And the pitch to Williams. That's 4-4 right-handed. Grounds to short axe for Cardenas, 233. .233, 12-2, G1, E33, 5-8-11. And he throws him out. So Williams is retired to start off the bottom of the third, and here's Louis Aparicio. One out, nobody on. Bottom of the third. Aparicio flew to left in the first. Here's Hall. And the pitch. That is a 6-11 right-handed. That's a ballpark. And that's going to be a base hit. So Aparicio is on with one out. He's being held 1-15 with Tuschinski. And here's Ron Hansen. Hall from the stretch. And the pitch to Hansen. That's 2-2, and he hit him. Oh, no, he didn't. He lines it to short. I look over there by accident. 2-2, lines to short. Cardenas makes the catch and catches Aparicio off the bag in a rundown. And we'll just call it a 6-3 double play. Or however you wish to score it. No runs for the White Sox. One hit and none left on. We've gone 3, and it's a 1-0 ball game, Minnesota. Wait for it now. Wait for it, please. This pitcher went 14 innings in a World Series game, a record for most innings pitched in a single start. Boy, you got me on that one. This pitcher went 14 innings in a World Series game, a record for most innings pitched in a single World Series start. That's a lot of innings. Bill is a great guess, Babe Ruth. Great guess. And if I let a pitcher go 14 innings, let alone in a World Series game, you may say, well, that's unrealistic. Bill got it. Babe Ruth. Wow. Super, super question, Kathy Harden. Thank you. Love it. See how much you can learn here on the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network with those questions. We've gone 3. It's 1-0 Minnesota over Chicago. This is the first of a 2-game series. As you can see, always look in the upper right for the date. The game was played September 10 in our 1969 replay. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Indeed. Greetings from Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's 1-0 Minnesota through 3. Here's Tommy John now. Two left-handers going at it, Hall and John. And we thank Kathy Harden for her questions. Looking forward to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. It's going to be Tony Oliva leading it off here. He singled left on in the first. Here's the pitch from John. That's 6-8 left-handed, struck him out. And that's the fourth for Tommy. One down for Bobby Allison. John into his windup, and the pitch to Allison. That is 3-8, left-handed, grounds it back to Tommy. He fields it and throws it to Hansen for the second out. The batter is Rick Rennick. Here's John. And the pitch. 2-4 left-handed. That's ballpark. And that's a base hit. I don't even have to look. We've had them today. That goes through for a single by Rennick. It was a 2-4 ballpark effect. So Rennick is on with 2 outs. The batter is Leo Cardenas. Oh, Lord. Here's John now. Oh, shit. Did I miss? Yeah, we got that. Here's the pitch to Cardenas. And that's a 4-6, right-handed, walked him. So it's first and second with 2 outs, walking Cardenas. And Tom Tuschinski, the batter. Tommy facing Tom here. Okay, Tuschinski at the plate, clutch situation. Here's John. And the pitch. That's 3-10 left-handed, grounds it to second for Knopp. And he throws him out, so the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, both left. We're in the middle of the fourth. It's still 1-0 Twins. Here's Tom Hall now. Hall has thrown 3 scoreless. He's allowed base runners each inning. A double in the first, a single and a walk in the second, then the single to Aparicio in the third, and he was doubled up on a line drive. Melton leads it off. He's 0 for 1. Here's Hall. The pitch to Melton. 2-7 left-handed, grounds it to second for Rodney. And he throws it over to Killebrew for the first out here in the bottom of the fourth. Now Don Pavlitic is the batter. He's singled left on in the second. Here's Hall. The windup and the pitch. That's 2-11 left-handed. There's a ballpark, and he has end power. Oh my, but it's an 18 against the right-hander in Chicago, and it's a long way out there. And that's a fly ball to left, caught by Allison. 2 outs. A long fly ball at the warning track. Next question, top of the 6th. Pavlitic hit it long and deep. It was a 2-11 left-handed ballpark blast, and it was caught. Now here's Bob Christian. 2 outs, nobody on. Christian walked in the second, left on base. The pitch from Hall. And that's 4-5. Right-handed, grounds to short X. That's for Cardenas, 233. That's 14-2. G1, E33, 6-12-13. Oh, and he boots it. An error by Leo Cardenas. First error of the ball game. That'll put Christian on first with 2 outs. And here's Bobby Knopp. Knopp struck out in the second. The pitch from Hall. 1-5 left-handed, struck him out. And the side is retired. That's the second time Knopp has struck out today. It's no runs, no hits. The error by Cardenas, left on base. We've gone 4. It's 1-0 Minnesota. Here's Tommy John in his 5th inning. Is that base runners on base runners? He's allowed, but oh, forget it. Whatever. Here's Tom Hall now to lead it off for the Twins. He struck out in the 3rd. Remember our next question, top of the 6th. John into his windup. The pitch to Hall. 6-4, left-handed, grounds to short X. Aparicio, 222. 222, 12-2, G1, E22. 3, 4, 5, 6. And he boots it for an error. So both shortstops with errors today. This one booted by Aparicio. That'll put Hall on first, nobody out. Here's Cesar now. Cesar 1 for 2, singled in the third, stole second, came home on Rodney's base hit. John from the stretch. And the pitch to Tovar. That is 4-7 right-handed, and that's a ground ball to third, stopped by Melton. Beautiful play. He forces Hall at second, so Cesar now on first with one out. That was a pretty play by Bill Melton. Let's look at that again. 4-7 right-handed, single 1 to 11. 19, it was a ground ball B. So Tovar on first, being held, double-A, 1 to 15, 1 to 17 with Pavlitic. He stole second last time. And here's Rodney again. John from the stretch. The pitch to Rodney. There goes Tovar again. Whoa, and he's safe. That's two. Two stolen by Tovar. And same situation as before, except there's one out. It's Tovar in scoring position with Rodney at the plate. John looks in, he gets the sign from Pavlitic. Here's the pitch to Rodney. And that's 1-5, left-handed. That's a base hit to left field. This could score Tovar now. Christian a 0. Tovar 1 to 17. He's coming home. They're going to throw it. And he's safe. Rodney goes to second on the throw. His second run batted in the ball game. And that makes it 2-0 Twins. It was a 1-5, left-handed, base hit, no asteroids. A non-clutch situation. Rodney on second now with one out. Here's Harmon now. Harmon 0 for 1, walked in the first, left on. 2-0 Twins now. The pitch from John. That's 4-12 right-handed, fly ball center. And Berry is under it. He makes the catch. It's 2 away. And this is a clutch situation for Tony Oliva. Here's John trying to get out of this. The pitch to Oliva. That's 1-7. Grounder to second. Scooped by Knopp. And he throws to Hansen, and the side is retired. No one being held. And there was one run, though, from Minnesota on one hit. The error. A stolen base by Tovar and one left on. We're in the middle of the fifth now. It's a 2-0 ball game. And look for the next question here. After this half inning. Here's Tom Hall now. 4 shutout innings. He has had base runners every inning. Lots of them. It's going to be Ken Berry to lead it off. John out on deck. Here's Hall. And the pitch to Berry. That's 3-5 left-handed. Struck him out. That's the third for Tom Hall today. And now Tommy John. Ugh. Okay, here's Hall. The pitch to John. 5-8, right-handed, struck him out. That's 3 in a row for Hall. And his 4th in the ball game. 5-8, right-handed. And that'll bring up Walt Williams with 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Hall. And the pitch to Williams. That's 210 left-handed, ballpark, and it goes through for a base hit. 210 left-handed ballpark. And we've gone through that several times today. Now Williams on first, 2 outs. Here's Aparicio. Whew, God. Okay, here's Hall. And the pitch. 5-11, right-handed. And that's a liner to short. Caught by Cardenas. And the side is retired. No runs, the single by Williams. He was left on. We've gone 5. It's a 2-0 ball game. Wait for it now. Here it is. The 1980s sitcom featured a judge who was also a magician and 3 different sassy female bailiffs over its run. Name the show. Oh my God. This is just a guess. This 1980s sitcom featured a judge who was also a magician and 3 different sassy female bailiffs over its run. Name the show. I think Bill and I both have the same idea. If Bill thinks it's Night Court, it's Night Court. Yeah. Let's give Bill credit too, okay? Great question. Oh, well. Bill, what can you do? Bill gets it too. Thanks, Kathy. We're going to take a little break here. We've gone 5. It's 2-0 Minnesota. This is Jeffrey Guterman for the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. Indeed. In frickin' deed. I'll be back in a few, folks. The bailiff's names, holy cow, Kathy, Selma, Flo, and Roz. Was there a bald-headed guy? Wasn't he a bailiff? A tall, bald-headed guy? Or am I thinking of a different show? I wasn't a fan of that show. I would just come across it while flipping channels. Yeah, the tall, bald guy. Husky. Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman here in Studio B. Oh, Christ. In Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we've got a 2-0 game, Twins, over the White Sox. First of a 2-snoozer. Tommy John has allowed 2 runs in 5 innings. Sort of identical, semi-close. Good game going indeed. Both runs with Tovar getting on base, stealing second, and then Carew, Rodney, rust-free, knocking him home. He's 2 for 3 with both runs batted in. And leading it off will be Bobby Allison. He's 0 for 2. Bobby's been hurt much of the year. Oh. Okay, John is ready. Allison is in the batter's box. Here's John now. The wind-up and the pitch to Allison. That's a 111 left-handed, and he walked him. Allison takes first to start it off. Again, John's first endurance inning is the 8th. Halls will be the bottom of this 6th inning. Now here's Rick Rennick with Allison on first, no outs. John from the stretch. And the pitch to Rennick. That's 4-8, right-handed, walked him. So John puts 2 on. First and second, nobody out for Leo Cardenas. Leo 0 for 1, and he walked. That's the fourth walk given up by John. Here's John now from the stretch. And the pitch to Leo. That is 3-6, left-handed, struck him out. That's the fifth strikeout for Tommy John. And here's Tom Tuschinski. 0 for 2, grounded to second twice. John from the stretch. He gets the sign from Pavlitic. And the pitch to Tuschinski. 1-4 left-handed. Ballpark. Oh, that's going to be a liner caught. A 1-6. That's a 16. Against the right-hander. Caught by Aparicio, and that's 2 away. So here's John trying to get out of this. Hall is coming up in a clutch situation. He's got no clutch situations on his card. Notice that? And he's 0 for 2, reached on an error and forced in the fifth. But it is a clutch situation nevertheless. For Hall, a 3 WL. Oh, that's good coffee. Whoa. Okay, here's John looking in. He gets the sign. He's set. And the pitch to Hall. 5-5. Left-handed. Oh, that's going to be deep. Does he have the power? No, but it's a base hit. A base hit by Hall. Allison comes home. Rennick goes to third, and it's 3-0. Tom Hall helping the cause here. Look at that again. It was a 5-5 left-handed and home run. He does not have the power. He's a W. And that is a base hit on a 5 on the 20 die. 3-0 Minnesota now. First and third, 2 outs, and here's Tovar. 1 for 3 today, scored twice. 2 stolen. Here's John now. And the pitch to Tovar. 2-7 left-handed. Ground taps it back to Tommy. He fields it cleanly, throws it to Hansen, and the side is retired. But another run for the Twins. On 2 walks, a base hit, and 2 left on. We're in the middle of the 6th. It's a 3-0 ball game. Okay, here's Hall in his first endurance inning. Worthington pitched in this game in real world. So did Wood for Chicago. Chicago won this one in real world 3-2. When I remember, I always put it down here. It's going to be the heart of the order, if you want to call it that. Hansen, Melton, and Pavlitic. 7th inning stretch, 2 warm-up questions will be coming up. 2. You got, oh, okay. So you got 2 quick warm-ups in the middle of the 7th, if I read that correctly. Something to look forward to. Here's Hall now. Facing Hansen, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. And that's 6'10" right-handed, flies to center X. Tovar 2-8. Ah, 11-2. It's going to be an F2-8. He's running for it, Tovar. 11, 12, 13. And he makes the catch. One away. And here's Bill Melton. We'll take a nice 7th inning stretch here, enjoying 2 warm-ups. Melton is 0 for 2. Hall into his windup, and the pitch to Melton. 5-5 right-handed, fly ball left for Allison, and it's 2 away. And that brings up Pavlitic. Pavlitic 1 for 2 today. Oh, that is good coffee. Very, very good coffee. Here's Hall. The pitch from Hall now. And that's 4-11 right-handed. Fly ball right for Tony. And the side is retired. A 1-2-3 for Hall. Looking as good as ever. 3 fly balls to each outfielder. We've gone 6. It's 3-0 Twins. We move to the top of the 7th. Tommy John. He's allowed 3 runs in 6 innings. And here comes Rodney. 2 for 3 today. With 2 runs batted in. John into his windup, and the pitch to Rodney. That's going to be 3-2 left-handed, struck him out. Second time he got Rodney, and his 6th strikeout in the ball game. Now Killebrew 0 for 2 and a walk. The windup and the pitch from John. That's 1-5. And he walked him again. The second time he's walked Killebrew. And the 5th walk allowed by Tommy. Killebrew on first, 1 out. Here's Tony now, 1 for 3. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh. John from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Tony. Excuse me, 2-6 base hit. Tony with his 2nd hit of the game. Killebrew goes to 3rd. Again, Tommy's first endurance inning is the 8th. Here's Bobby Allison. Tommy may come up, be due up, I should say, bottom of the 7th. They may have a hitter for him. First and 3rd, 1 out. Infield is back, double play depth. The pitch to Allison. That's a 2-3 left-handed, and that is a ballpark. Oh, what a catch by, let me see, right-handed. Oh, it's caught by Aparicio. 2 outs. It was a 1-13 single on the ballpark effect, and that was caught. Big, big catch by Louie, saving a run. And so it's 2 outs, 1st and 3rd, and Rick Rennick comes up in a clutch situation. Here's John now. And the pitch to Rennick. That's 2-4, left-handed. Ballpark again. This time it goes through for a base hit. That will score Killebrew. And that makes it a 4-0 ball game. So Tommy's certainly being hit today. First and second, 2 outs. There's action in the bullpen. It's not going to be Wood because they're losing 4-0. Their bullpen is sufficiently rested. It will be Dan Osinski. Dan Osinski is warming, the right-hander for the White Sox. Rennick on first, Oliva on second, 2 outs, 1 in, 4-0 now Twins. Here's John. And the pitch to Cardenas. 3-5 left-handed, and that's going to be a base hit. That's going to load him up, and that's going to be it for Tommy, for realism's sake. That's going to be it for Tommy. We're going to have a little break in the action. I hope you don't mind. Kathy Harden. He went 6 2/3. He's the loser of record. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. He walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tommy struck out 6, and he has allowed 4 runs thus far. Responsible for the bases loaded, 2 outs. It will be Osinski. Dan Osinski is coming in from the bullpen. And there's more action now in the Chicago bullpen. It's Sammy Ellis warming up with a juicy 5.83 ERA. Sammy Ellis. Osinski taking his warm-ups now. Osinski will face Tishinsky with 2 outs, first and second. Bases loaded, I'm sorry. Okay, Osinski is ready. Here's the pitch to Tishinsky. And that is a 3-7 right-handed, walks in a run. That will be charged to John. And that will bring up Tom Hall. 2 outs, bases still loaded, 2 runs in. It's 5-0 Twins. Okay, Osinski looks in, trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch to Hall. 2-9 struck him out. So that will retire the side, but there were 2 runs on 3 singles, 2 walks, and the bases were left full. And we are in the 7th inning stretch. It is a 5-0 ball game. We are in the 7th inning stretch. We're going to take a little break here for 2 warm-ups. Kathy said quick, but I don't want them quick. But however it may go, we'll take a little break here. Wait for it now. Wait for it now. Number 1, what is Indiana Jones' weapon of choice? Lord, I don't know what. I'm not a fan of that. I'm gonna just take a little guess there. Maybe a bow and arrow. I don't know. I'm not an Indiana Jones fan. Whoa. Bill says a grenade. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, help me, God. That's gonna be due. Geez. Wait a minute. How about this? If I'm wrong, yeah, let's take the answer. Close enough. After all, a whip. Okay, a whip. Ay, that's... I would never have known. Great question, though. I bet you a lot of Indiana Jones fans would have gotten that. We're in a 7th inning stretch here, folks. We'll be back in a few minutes. And it's 5-0 Minnesota. We have a second warm-up, don't we, Kathy Harden? A second warm-up this half inning? A second warm-up, I believe, this half inning, if I'm not mistaken. Take your time. Yeah, take your time, please. That's all I got is time. Wait for it now. I might just do an afternoon game after all, with coffee. I took a micro hit last evening at about 7 p.m., Kathy, and it agreed with me. No anxiety related to it. So that was a good experiment. A lot of it has to do with my mood. If I'm anxious, it's going to enhance my anxiety. If I'm not anxious, I'm not going to have anxiety. And boy, were they small hits. And right now I'm pretty free of anxiety. I guess it's because I'm distracted. That's a great thing. Which chess piece only moves diagonally? Oh my God, I'm not a chess person. Which chess piece only moves diagonally? I'm gonna go with, That should be an easy question for a chess person. Oh, Scholar goes with Rook. It was just just a great game. Oh, I forgot the name. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, Lord. Folks, come on in. We'll just go through all of them. Oh, it's got to be. Oh, I think Rhodes Scholar finally got it. Are the bishop and the castle the same? We're going to get it eventually. Woo! And the Rhodes Scholar got it with the bishop. Well, that's a great question. I'm surprised you stumped us so readily. Thank you, Kathy Harden, for those two beautiful warm-ups. And we're back here, Jeffrey Guterman, Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, living in a dystopian world, I believe. And Tom Hall comes out for his second endurance inning, a 5-0 lead. He's thrown 6 shutout innings. Due up here in the bottom of the 7th, Christian, Knopp, and Berry. You never learned chess, Kathy? You know, I've been taught chess many times. You know, it's not hard, really, to get a quick briefing on how to play it and then to just go ahead and play it. But playing it well is another story. Whew. Here's Tom Hall now on the mound. He's gone all the way. Christian leads it off. He walked and reached on an error. Here's Hall. The windup and the pitch to Christian. That is a 5-2 right-handed ballpark. Christian does not have the power. That's a 9 ballpark in Chicago against a right-hander. Oh, it's going to be a base hit. So a leadoff single by Bob Christian. He does not have the power. Christian on first to start it off. Here's Bobby Knopp. Worthington pitched in this game in real world. He's warming now. We could use Perinoski, but now we'll have Worthington. Here's Knopp. Hall from the stretch. That's 5-4 right-handed. Grounds it to third X. Rennick, 444. 1-4, that's an S2. E44 with Rennick, 5-9-13. And it's going to be an error. It's an S2, E2. Single and an error. The batter goes to third, and Christian comes home. Wow, and he went to third. The error charged to Rick Rennick. I'm not going to give him an RBI, I don't think. But in any case, that's the second error of the ball game for the Twins. Now it's a 5-1 ball game. One more hit and or walk, and Hall is fatigued. And here's Ken Berry now with a runner on third and no outs. Here's Hall. And the pitch. That's 3-11 left-handed. Pops it up behind the plate for Tuschinski. And he makes the catch. That's one away. Now there's going to be a hitter for Osinski, who pitched 1/3. Let's see what's going to be here. Ooh, who might it be? When is Carlos May coming back? He is a left-handed hitter. It's going to be Buddy Bradford, right-handed hitter. Hall lets up his first run. Sammy Ellis warming. Here's Bradford now. Right-handed hitter. Hall from the stretch, runner on third, one out. And the pitch to Bradford. That's 110 left-handed, struck him out, and that was a big one. 5th for Hall, and he has a chance now to get out of this with endurance. It's 2 outs with Knopp on third. Here's Walt Williams. Here's Hall. And the pitch to Williams. That is a 1-4 left-handed. That is a double down the line. Knopp scores. And that's going to be it for Tom Hall. Look at that. 1-4 left-handed double. No asteroids. One last question before we are through. Let me know when to do it. I would say, Kathy, how about in the middle of the ninth? Huh? How's the middle of the ninth for you? And that's it for Hall. Hall went 6 2/3 before tiring. He allowed 7 hits, walked 1, struck out 5, has allowed 2 thus far, and it's going to be Worthington. Worthington pitched in this game in real worlds. Worthington, a right-hander, is coming in. God, do they have bad pitching, Chicago? Well, we'll have Wilbur Wood also warming up now, along with Sammy Ellis. But I don't know. I really don't know. Ellis the right-hander, Wood the left-hander. Okay, Worthington now taking his warm-ups. Bottom of the 7th, it's a 5-2 ball game. And it'll be Aparicio. He's ready, Worthington. Clutch situation here. Worthington now from the stretch. And the pitch to Aparicio. And that's 6-2 right-handed, grounds to first X. Killebrew 4-5. 4-5, that's going to be a 9-4. G3 pound. E4, 6-10, 15. I'm sorry, E5, 15. And he takes it to the bag. And the side is retired, so Worthington gets the Twins out of that. There were 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 left on. We have gone 7 innings. It's a 5-2 ball game. And what the hell, Sammy Ellis will come in with a juicy 5.83 ERA. I'm not going to bring Wood in here. Down by 3. I just won't do it, folks. I'm just not going to freaking do it. We're moving to the top of the 8th. Wow. I just got news, if anyone's following, that the state has opted not to question Fannie Willis today. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but she, that is, I'll tell you, good for her. She's given them hell. If any of you caught any of that on the witness stand. Worthington, by the way, allowed 2 earned runs. He's the winner of record. Okay, Ellis is ready. Right-hander, he'll face the top of this Twins lineup. 5-2 ball game. We have a final question in the middle of the 9th. Okay, Ellis is ready. Here's the windup. The pitch to Tovar. That's 3-8 right-handed, grounds it to second for Knopp, 1 down. And here comes Carew. Rodney, 2 for 4, struck out twice, knocked in 2. Ellis. The pitch to Rodney. 6-10 left-handed, grounds to short X. That's for Aparicio, 222. (9-2) G2 E22 6-11-13, and he throws him out 2 away. So Sammy Ellis puts the first 2 away, and here's Harmon. Harmon 0 for 2, walked twice and scored. Ellis gets the sign from Pavlicek, the windup, and the pitch to Killebrew. And that's 5-4 right-handed, and that is a liner to short, caught by Aparicio. Beautiful catch by Louis again. And the side is retired, no runs. 1-2-3 inning. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Al Worthington, who came in for a tired Tom Hall. He is eligible for the save if he completes the ball game. Here's Ron Hansen to lead it off. The pitch from Worthington. That's 2-9 right-handed, chops it to first for Harmon, and he takes it to the bag. Second first base ground ball thrown by Worthington. Here's Melton. Melton 0 for 3. Let's see if there's any coffee left there. Oh, there's just a dribble. Christ. We'll take it. We'll frickin' take it. Worthington gets the sign from Tuschinski, the windup and the pitch to Melton. That is a 3-3 right-handed, and that's a ballpark single for Melton. Again, we've had that a number of times today, and we know it's already 1 to 13. That was a 2. So Melton on first, 1 out, and here's Pavlitic 1 for 3. Here's Worthington and the pitch. That's 5-6 right-handed, struck him out. That was some hard throwing by Worthington. 2 down. Melton on first, and here's Bob Christian. The pitch to Christian. That's 2-9, right-handed, fly ball left, playable by Allison, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, the single by Melton left on base. We're heading to the 9th. Wait for the final question today after this half inning. Here's Sammy Ellis now, his second inning, retired the side in order in the 8th. Tony Oliva to lead it off. He's 2 for 4. Scored a run. Four, 5, left-handed, chops it to second for Knopp, 1 out. So Ellis has retired the first 4 batters he's faced in relief. Here's Bob Allison. Oh, Lord help me. Lord frickin' help me, please. Here's Ellis. And the pitch to Allison. That's a 1-6 right-handed, struck him out. He's hitting all the spots here today, Sammy Ellis, with that juicy 5+ ERA. And there's Mark Levine. Must be a White Sox fan. 5-2 ball game, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Here's Ellis. And the pitch to Rennick. God frickin' help me. 4-8 right-handed. There's a drive. Hit out into right center, down the line, actually. And Rennick with a double. He's 3 for 4 today and a walk. My goodness. He's knocked in a run. A double off Ellis with 2 outs. A clean double, as clean as you can be. And here's Leo Cardenas now. In a clutch situation. Oh, that is good coffee, even though it's not piping hot. The pitch from Ellis. 4-4 right-handed, grounds to third X. That's for Melton, 326. 326, 4-3. That could be trouble. It's going through for an S1. Let's see if he boots it. Melton, E26, 6-9, 10-11. And he does. It's an S1, E1, and that's going to be a single and an error, and that's going to bring home Allison. That is not an unearned run because there were 2 outs, but we don't keep that stat anyway. And Mike Terranova has arrived. Great to see you, Mike. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you and yours. So Ellis allows his first run. It's 6-2 Twins now. And here's Tom Tuschinski, the catcher, getting a rare start today. Okay, Ellis now from the stretch. The pitch to Tuschinski. Thank you, Mike. And that is a 5-6 right-handed, walked him. So Ellis is living up to his juiciness. First and second, 2 outs, and it's going to be Worthington to hit. Worthington, a 1 WR, will replace this pitcher's hitting card. What's new there, Mike? Anything new? First and second, 2 down. Ellis trying to get out of this. The pitch to Worthington. And that's 1-5, struck him out. Side is retired. There was 1 run on 2 hits, the error, the walk, and 2 left on. We are heading to the bottom of the 9th. It is a 6-2 ball game. You're going to Strat headquarters. Whoa, for what now? The new cards? Wait for it now. Could you send my regards, Mike? There's hardly anyone there who knows me. Hal Richmond remembers me, but he didn't like me too much. But would you say Jeffrey Guterman sends his best? Oh, new cards. It's opening day. Here's the question. Who is the pitcher who is credited with 0 innings pitched in a World Series game because no outs were recorded in 1981 for the Dodgers? Again, who was the pitcher credited? Hold on, Mike. I want to get back to you on that. Who was the pitcher who was credited with 0 innings pitched in a World Series game because no outs were recorded in? I don't understand the question, Kathy. You say no outs were recorded. I guess this was in one particular game, and I'm pretty clueless on that. I have no idea. You're saying there is a pitcher who had 0 innings pitched because in his outing, no outs were recorded. And I really don't know. You know, this goddamn YouTube thing, YouTube. This goddamn thing's just stopped working. I hate when that happens. My TV is black. My goddamn TV is black. Yeah, here it goes. I don't understand the question. Mike Terranova, any guess on that? YouTube Jeffrey Guterman. Any guess on that at all? You know, Hal Richmond will be there. Listen, Mike, I would really appreciate, but I don't want to push you on it, if you would do a broadcast, a live broadcast. And he faced, here's the answer, he faced 4, allowed 3 hits and a walk, charged with 2 runs. That is so arcane a question, Kathy Harden. Not to mean I don't like it. I know they played the Yankees, I believe. You're going to broadcast the whole thing? Mike, Richmond will be there. Would you tell him Jeffrey Guterman sends his best regards? Bob Welsh. Bob Welsh. What time does it start, Mike Terranova? I want to see it. I know they usually do a live broadcast. Thank you, Mike. I would really appreciate that. I don't want to put you out. The side is out. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. It's a 6-2 ball game, and it's going to be Al Worthington, who is eligible for the save. Kathy, I remember Bob Welsh, and I thank you for that question. The doors open at noon. Oh, that's a long time. That's a long frickin' time. But when does the festivities begin? When do the festivities begin? I'm gonna go look at my Strat-O-Matic here on YouTube. Opening day. I don't see anything. Whoa. Oh, wow. Oh, it starts right now. Okay, sir. We'll wrap up this game. Here's Al Work, because that's a big deal. I want constant coverage. I don't like these 3-minute clips. Really. I wish they should do live coverage. Here's Worthington. This is going to be it for the White Sox. Bobby Knopp leads it off at 6-2. Worthington and the pitch to Knopp. That's 4-6 right-handed, struck him out. Now Ken Berry. People start getting there yesterday. They camp out. That's crazy. That's crazy, Mike Terranova. I don't want to put you out, Mike Terranova, but I wish I could find some people who can do this full live broadcast. So 1 out, nobody on. Worthington facing Berry 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. And that's a 111 right-handed. Fly ball left for Allison, 2 outs, and there's going to be a hitter here for Sammy Ellis. Ellis pitched 2 in relief. Coming in to hit will be Pete Ward, a left-handed hitter against the right-hander Al Worthington. Pete Ward. Worthington 1 out away from the win. This would be number 99 for Minnesota. Here's Worthington, the wind-up, and the pitch to Ward. That's all right, Mike. 6-8 left-handed, and that's going to be a base hit to prolong the agony here. 6-8 left-handed. Ward on first, 2 outs. Here's Walt Williams. Williams 3 for 4 today. So You can go live, but no, Mark Levine, I'm not ordering the new teams. I am stuck in the past. Nor do I want to spend the money. We're doing a 1969 replay here, Mark Levine, and that's going to keep us quite busy here throughout the year. But don't worry about it, Mike. I don't know why you... but at least give us something live. You know how easy it is to go live, Mike, right? Okay, it's 2 outs. Williams at the plate. He's 3 for 4 today. Worthington, and the pitch to Williams. That's 110 right-handed. Ballpark. And that's a liner to short. And the ball game is over. Oh, that was a liner to short caught again by, actually by Cardenas. Kathy, the ball game is over. The final score, Minnesota 6 and Chicago White Sox 2. The win goes to Hall, his 10th of the season. The save does go to Worthington. The loss goes to Tommy John. The final line, Minnesota 6 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. Chicago 2 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. So that's the ball game. We have a Mike Terranova here who is heading to Strat-O-Matic. And yeah, as much as I would love to frickin' be there, I am stuck here and at Studio B. Let us know when it goes, Mike Terranova. Right now, it looks to me like there's nothing going on. Nothing at all. I guess I could do a Strat-O-Matic. Let me do a search Strat-O-Matic live. I'm the only one doing Strat-O-Matic live right now. So that's kind of sad for me. They don't do live. They have no live videos. That sucks. Road Scholar will be there. Road, will you do a live? Do you want to give us, Mike Terranova, do you want to give us updates at least for a little while? I'll stay on. I'd love to see you, Road Scholar. Would you like to pull a live one here? And the other thing I could do is I could go live together. You know, live together, you guys? And you could join me on site. That's the way I could broadcast it, Mike. Do you know that? I have a mind to go live together, to end this broadcast, and then do a live together, folks, and I'll have a link for any of you to come in, and that will actually bring me live to Glen Head. This is Jeffrey Guterman. I may do that. I doubt I'm going to have any people coming on, though. The final score, 6-2 Minnesota. I want to thank Kathy Harden for her super questions. I haven't thought about some of those issues in a long frickin' time. Stay strong, everybody. Please stay well. I don't know if I'm up for a game this afternoon. You know, it's like I'm a 65-year-old man. Thank you, Kathy Harden. I'll catch you all later. I think I'm better when I do these in the morning, and then that's it. Take care, and I'll catch you all later. Take care.